Morning, good afternoon, good evening, esteemed fans, wherever you might be watching us here. We are live and direct, of course, to continue the unbiased reportage of events as see the hot here in Nigeria. Okay, here with me is an esteemed comrade and an international analyst, Comrade Chinedu. You're most welcome. Yes, the rate of suicide in Nigeria has exceeded the global estimates due to the socio-economic mishaps and issues rocking the Nigerian populace. So, what do you have to say regarding this unfortunate incident?
Honestly, the level of hardship Nigerians are going through now is um, is better, said than experienced. You know, just walk down within this environment. Just go down about less than 10 kilometers. You find yourself in a suburb, a kind of, and when you go inside, you will see for yourself what we are talking about because of the high cost of things. A lot of families are degenerating. They are disengaging. People are losing family values, economic values, relationship. And as a result of the economy is going down on daily basis. People can no longer afford even a square meal. You know, they don't even have money. To purchase, to even get anything. You understand? At this point in time, the commonest food of the poor in this part of the world can no longer be affordable. A loaf of bread, as I'm talking to you now in Nigeria, is about 1,000 plus. Now we are talking about a family of three, four, five. They have bills to pay, rent. They have to pay for water. They have to pay for light. They have to pay virtually for everything. Water, they pay for everything. There's nothing that comes as a kind of palliative or a kind of um, uh, uh, subsidy
Succor to the
that
people.
comes from the government to these people. Everybody in Nigeria are going through this harsh economy, with deep reservations, as a citizen. And this thing has continued to spread. We have seen people losing hope entirely. We have seen people jumping into lagoon. We have seen people, committing suicide. We have seen people running into prostitution. We have seen people using gun. The society is becoming, too dangerous to live in. As I'm talking to you, because the system, especially in the last few months, is unprecedented.
In the last 2 months, you are making reference to the government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu ever since he presided as the president of Nigeria. Honestly, Nigerians were known to be suffering and smiling, but how comes they degenerated into taking their lives? That is the uh, extreme point of depression. That they are no longer smiling, but now taking their lives at will.
Yes, let me portray a personal experience I want to share here. I know of a family. They stay in one room, and the landlord increased the rent. A room that's supposed to go normally for 3,000 is, without even toilet. No toilet, no water system, that goes for 3,000 is now about 12,000 naira. And the man is
You are
saying
correct.
yes,
Between 10 and
yes, and the
above.
man and the man is saying that, see, this thing is too much. They say if you cannot stay, you pack, leave. And the man cannot be able to afford it. As I'm talking to you, the load of that man is outside. with 4 kids and a wife, no job, nothing. At that level now,
But they didn't give them some time to do.
who is going to speak for you? Who is going to speak for them?
No, it's an offense.
No, that's what I'm
The
saying.
landlord has no right
Who
to
is
evict
going
someone.
to speak for them? Go to police station and report now. They will tell you to bring 20,000 naira. Go to call, get a lawyer even to defend them. You know how much you're going to spend. Who is going to speak for them? This is what we are talking about. Not only that, as I'm talking to you now, there has been this sentiment about the people they believe they are non-Lagosians or they are non-Yorubas. You know, I think it's a gang up, you know, against non-Yorubas in Lagos State, because
Honestly,
there's
everywhere.
this sentiment that's going on that you should not be giving non-Yorubas house.
Precisely
If
Igbo and
you are
Akwa
going for
Ibom.
house now, they'll ask you say Omo Yoruba ni. If you say you are not, it's not Yoruba, they'll say there's no house. And the government, you see, that's what I'm telling you now. The government of this state, are they not? This is everywhere. Are they not seeing it? So in a situation like that, what message are you trying to pass? You are simply telling other people that, see, we are not one, and we cannot be one. And look at the number of families these things have continued to affect. You see, that's what I'm telling you. You see, Nigeria is a fraud. The system is fraudulent. And the Nigerians have continued to absorb these things. You know, I think a time will come, you know, when the center can no longer hold, when people can no longer be sure of, you know, whether there is leadership, whether there is governance in this part of the world. Then it will have a devastating effect, you know, on everybody. So what we are saying is that it is hard time these things should be looked into by the government. Why are they saying that non-Yorubas should not be given houses, or they should not rent house to non-Yorubas? Because I don't even know the reason why.
One of the reasons are because during the electioneering process, the non-indigenous tends to, of course, decide the outcome of that election, because whoever they voted for has a better chances of winning, and that may be against their own, of course, position. So
What
if people are even enfranchised in their supposed country, and the government sometimes plays such role to encourage them. You see, during the election, the previous one, we saw Oro. They were at the eve of the election. They declared Oro just by way of intimidating the masses. So the government is even encouraging the ethnic bigotry by way of course, their body language.
Yes, it is very clear. You understand that if you are non-Yoruba in Lagos State, you might not be able to be given apartment for rent. You know, and secondly, the way they are, you know, jacking up rentage in this part of the world is becoming too. How
It's
can you be
killing.
talking?
It's killing.
Yeah,
Not even
how can you be talking about a room self-contained? Somebody spending 1 point something million just to stay in a room self-contained in Lagos State. Yeah, I don't know the kind of thing there. I don't know. I don't understand. And this thing should please let this video go viral. How can you just rent a room self-contained in Lagos State, Oba precisely, and within in Lagos State alone for 1 point something million naira? And how much are you getting on a day? And not only that, they are still telling you that there's no house for non Yorubas. Not even I tell you, the people that are talking about this is are they indigenous? They also came from one neighboring state or the other. You understand? But the sentiment they have against non-Yorubas now, I don't know whether actually is the reason why somebody will go, a landlord will, or somebody else will sit down and look at a room self-contained that's not even modernized, that is not even roomy enough, and he's charging 1 point something million naira just for one room self, a room self. And the government, Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu himself, something must be done.
honestly, they are
Something
taking
must be done.
such advantage, even not just the Igbos or other people. I interviewed one of the Yoruba guy. He said that he has three Maruas tricycle. He have to sell two because his rentage was jacked from 500, or is it from 400 to 800,000. So you have to sell it to offset his bill and use the other one to feed his family. So not just, in fact, this is happening to everyone. It depends on the degree.
I think it's high time the Lagos State government begin to look into all these things. You understand? This is Lagos is a mini Nigeria. You understand? There's no tribe that's not in Lagos. Well, I don't know a situation where somebody will be paying 1 point something million to just get a room served. Other room that has not even, you cannot even be sure of the toilet system. Not to talk of facilities in that compound. You are collecting 1 point something million.
They don't care.
It's unfortunate.
You know,
that's the reason why the black man can never go, in all ramification, a black man can never advance in life.
Honestly, most times we are wicked to ourselves. Even after paying 1.2 million or whatever, you still have to pay agent and agreement.
Can you imagine?
Which is even close to that.
Can you imagine?
700,000.
Then on that now, you are now saying that my house is for a specific type of people. It's for a specific ethnic group.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Can that happen in the East? Can that happen elsewhere? It's unfortunate. And these things are the things where when government see, they will look elsewhere. These are the kind of issues that requires urgent attention. Urgent, if it is possible, serious legislation. In the environment we are now, it's no longer palatable.
Honestly,
people are going through a lot.
And that is why what informed, of course, the increase or the rise in suicide. Now, another thing that we could look at is how Nigeria manage stress. You see, there are no institutions where you can go and receive some counseling. Just everybody, you counsel yourself. You control your stress. If you can't, you can go to hell. Nobody cares.
Who is even fit in Nigeria to survive? They say survival is for the fittest. Who is even fit in Nigeria to survive? Both the Yorubas and Hausas and Igbos, they go to the same market. Who is fit? Who is fit? When a loaf of bread can go for 1,000 naira, that's ordinary loaf of bread. Then how are you going to manage a man with about 2-3 families? How are you going to run it? They have to dip their themselves in corruption. They have to do something, that is unreasonable to survive. If it requires killing, if it was following, doing any kind of stupid things just to make sure they put money in their pocket.
A man has to sell his 2 children.
So that's the kind of society. That's the kind of society. You understand? We have found ourselves recently, and the thing is ongoing. And these people, when you look at them, they seem to don't know, as if they look as if they don't know what is happening. But unfortunately, whether they know or not, that one is left for them. It's between them and God. You understand? Because an ordinary man on the street, you understand, depend on government policies to survive. And that is why we have government. And when government are not providing all those things, what do you expect? A lot of people is going to resort to crime. Our women are deliberately and genuinely defending prostitution because of the situation, the economic situation in Nigeria that has no sign. We are not even seeing sign, of a better economy, even in the nearest future.
Honestly, it has gotten deep, but somebody said that I should send him 10,000 so that he can send me a new picture. But I never knew from Instagram. You can imagine the level of desperation. And ask her where is she from? He said from Osun State. So you can imagine that people are ready to do whatever to survive. Now, who should we blame? You said we should leave them with God, But don't you think it's high time people begin to hold the government accountable? Just
I,
like Amechi said, the former governor of Rivers State, he said, until Nigerians begin to stone us, we will never stop stealing.
No, you see,
Is it,
why virtually
is it
that thing
what
is,
Nigeria really needs
why
at
it
this
is
time?
virtually not very realistic is because of tribal sentiments, tribalism. Now my brother is there, I cannot go even when your brother is killing people. You are having this sentiment that is my brother, I cannot do this thing. That is what is destroying this country, and that is why people are saying if this thing continues, it's better we go our separate ways. Let Nigeria divide, let everybody stay on their own, so this rubbish sentiment will stop. There, na my brother dey there, and nothing. At the end of the day, Nigerians are going down. Look at, just look around and see what is happening. That spirit of patriotism in Nigerians have continued to dwindle, have continued to go down. People are finding it difficult now to make ends meet.
Why your senators are riding 160 million SUVs? What an irony. What a contradiction. In a society, in a state where people are hungry, the rate of suicide have even exceeded global projection. It's rather unfortunate. Honestly, your final parting words, comrade. Where do we go from here?
No, what I'm saying is this is a very clear thing. I keep on saying it. The people that would have helped Nigerians are the judiciary, but unfortunately, the judiciary have imported a term they call technicality, and I cannot link it to any logic anywhere where technicality is being used, to use as a judgment term, on an issue that has to do with the lives of 250 million people. It's unfortunate. The only people that would have done something reasonable, in this regard, at least help us to enthrone a better competent leaders. Unfortunately, I don't know, that institution has been compromised, and if we continue like this, we continue to experience weak and unwilling leaders, taking over government in Nigeria, and it's quite unfortunate. I'm not seeing any sign yet. But I know that God, in His mercies, one day, Nigerians might react if they can no longer take
People have
it.
been asking one
They,
day, when will that day come?
yes, nobody knows. Nobody
The rate of
foresee.
suicide is
No, nobody
increasing
foresee.
exponentially.
Nobody foresee answers coming, but answers came. You understand? And it looks like Nigerian government has not learned from the experience of answers. It looks like that. They have not learned. The Nigerian youth are going through a lot.
Even the youth committing suicide, you can't imagine. It's quite unfortunate. Thank you, Estin, for your wonderful submissions.
Thank you.
I do appreciate you for your time.
Thank you.
Honestly, we've been here, of course, all this way discussing these important issues, which have remained of a subject of discourse because we cannot, of course, fathom how the society, of course, we are living in can be degenerated to such extent that everyone is losing hope and confidence in the system. People are fed up with the development of whatever is happening, economic and social political issues are rocking the entire country, has left up people with no other option, of course, sometimes to resort of taking their lives as a way of ending it. But should that have been the case if the government is working? When you look around and just take, of course, a sample of what is happening, everywhere is dull, and there are less activities, of course, going around because of no money. Nothing is flowing, honestly. People are taking their lives because you can imagine there are so many families that are in loggerhead with each other just because the inability to fend for themselves. It is quite unfortunate, honestly. These are realities. It's no longer Nollywood or whatever you can think of. These are happenings unfolding, and it is quite sad and unfortunate when you take a look and you can imagine this is a very busy day, working day, and yet everywhere is country, like unusual in this part of the country or Lagos State, which is known to be very, very busy, especially at this time. But just look at the roads, you see what is happening. It's unfortunate, and we are in a very big, serious problem. How do we get out of this unfortunate experience? Becomes an endless story. Brethren, wherever you might be watching us, let's hear your own points of view regarding these circumstances, because it's no longer, of course, funny or palatable. As we wait for the next, of course, person to air his mind regarding what is happening. The shops are locked, of course, though today is environmental day, but that shouldn't have been so. Of course, there should be some movement, but look at the roads are very scanty, and people are taking their lives. According to global statistics, the rate of suicide in Nigeria have exceeded global projections. This is Nigeria that was known to be smiling and suffering, but it has getting into their subconscious mind, and they could no longer hold it than taking their lives. You see people stabbing one another because of food, because of crisis. What is your take, MC Grammar? You're welcome.
All right, all right. Good morning, good morning. I just want to start up the show by saying, good morning, Nigerians in diaspora. Good morning, Nigerians anywhere you're watching me for. Good morning, Nigerians, wherever you're watching me for. My name remains MC Grammar. Like you all know, this is the man that knows how to say the truth at all times, no matter the condition. I will always say the truth. Now, you're talking about the state and condition of what is happening in Nigeria. What is happening in Nigeria is, in fact, Nigeria is in a sorrow state. That is the truth. We don't have a president to start with. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a man who is confused about his certificate saga, a man that tomorrow that doesn't know if they are going to pitch him and you expect him to come and repair your country. The answer is no. The man is very confused. Even before he got to power, he was a confused man. And what do you expect from a confused man? There is nothing better than you expect from a confused man, because a confused man can only give you confusion. That's the truth. So what are we talking about?
He can of the hope, and what we are seeing here, of course, seems to negate his position. What kind of renewed hope are we experiencing here, where Nigerians are taking their lives at will, and unfortunately, the economic mishaps are aggravating, and where do we get to from here?
Okay, let me just tell you something. So I really want to take on this man, Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy, when Charlie Boy was in his prime, when Charlie Boy made his money, there is somebody of his family relation came to him for him to help him. Charlie Boy refused to help him. At the end of the day, this guy committed suicide and died. Now, the other day I was watching Charlie Boy was saying rubbish that he regret that boy died. I said, shut up. You see, that's the problem with Nigerians. Look at the case of Mr. Ibu. I will always give you a case. Me look at the case of Mr. Ibu, lying critically in the hospital, dying there, and they're urging Nigerians to contribute whatever want to contribute. Then I said to myself, why are you stingy, Mr. Ibu? This is what you get when you're stingy. Look at Sophia, that Nigerians are introduced. They always think they made it all through by themselves. My brother, if you're stingy, you will face the music alone. And that's exactly what is happening to Mr. Ibu. On a good day, I, as a Nigerian, I'm supposed to feel sorry for Mr. Ibu. I'm supposed to feel sorry for Oswafa for losing his daughter and all those things. But Oswafa lost his daughter because of stupid stinginess. I don't know why Nigeria. Why is it that one want to know the truth? Somebody will say, shut up, don't say the truth. I told you, I don't fear anybody. I will always say the truth at all time. This thing is happening even in the term of even the so-called superstars. Now, Charlie Boy watched his own brother died. Somebody who seek for your help, but you couldn't help him. Now, after he died, you are coming out to say rubbish. Now, Mr. Ibu was so stingy. Now he's dying. They will be bragging. These are the people that will bragging to us. They have no estate. They have this one, multi-million, these hotels, money. But now, you are now urging Nigerians to contribute for you, for your medical abroad. It's so, I don't know whether to say these people. They just think Nigeria. They just want to scam Nigeria at all costs.
These are humanity. I think we should have the humanity norms should also extend such
I
gestures to
will tell
them
you why. I have a human
in
feelings.
order to spare their
I have,
lives.
listen, my
Maybe
brother,
they will
I have
learn
a
the
human
lesson
feelings, but I don't have a human feelings.
when they survive. Sometimes you have to go through certain things
Brother, let me tell you something.
to have a reorientation
I have a
or
human
change your
feelings.
perception about life.
I have a human feelings, but I don't have a human feelings for anybody that is stingy. Because even sometimes I wonder, why are we in this world? I will tell you an experience that happened to me. What are we talking about? I was paid 300,000 for a job. Then I saw somebody was lamenting he needed 50,000 to start up a business. I was moved by the story. The 300,000 cash was still with me. I had to like count 50,000 out and give it to the guy to start up the business. My happiness is today that guy is still doing the business. Today the guy is still climbing. Why shouldn't I have said that this guy is a scam? Shouldn't I have said that this guy is looking for a way to survive? But today the guy is surviving with the 50,000. I'm always happy. Each time I look at the guy, I tell myself, this is the money I gave him that made him to survive. So I hate it when I see you as a stingy man. You stick to me. I don't even want to hear anything about you. What is it that they want to say? Mr. Ibu will come out and say, are you mad? You think it's by your power you got there? If not for God, who are you? Your comment, is it that too funny? It's not funny to me. But because you are a star, so we should accept it. That's the truth. I have people that call funny to me. The likes of Mr. Ibu and Osofia, they are not funny to me. But they are star already. So you have no choice not to accept it. But even if you're a star already, can't you think of what to do? Can't you think of how to bless Nigerians? Have you ever heard of something that Osofia made me what I am? Mr. Ibu made me what I am? Stupid people. I wish he's hearing from his sick bed. Why must you be stingy? You're not stingy. Somebody in your family poisoned you 2 times. Can't you think of how to help people? And now you are dying in the sick bed. You are urging Nigerians to contribute for you to just get off from the bed. You are saying you don't want them to cut off your leg. See, my brother, there are things that annoy people. I always love it when you are a giver. I don't want to know anything you are doing. I always love it. I'm not a fan of so many people. I'm not a fan of so many superstars. But I don't want to say these people, they are good or whatever. That the little they do, we can see it. Olamide, e-money. As in, let me just give you an example. The little they can do, we can see it. Don Jesse is not a giver in terms of money, but he's a giver. He can connect you through connection.
Yeah, there are
I
people
know all of
who
them
are
one by
not
one.
whose name are not pronounced. So they
Yes,
are still
yes.
doing
They're doing
the
something.
little they are
They're doing
opportune
something.
to help
E-money,
humanity.
are they not human being? They're human being. Case is a very stingy idiot. I don't know why I'm picking on Nigerian celebrities because these are people that they don't care. Look at Casey, a very stupid man. I wish I can even sit down face to face. He's so stupid to the extent that look at Ojapiano, a small boy. What stops you from making that boy become a celebrity?
We are talking about
Yeah,
the
you're right. You're right.
suicide.
I'm trying to debate.
Yes, a quick
Yes, I'm trying
part
to
of
debate.
what we are
Yes,
discussing, but let's
yes.
focus on what we are discussing. Why is the rate of suicide rampant?
Okay, I will tell you
Even
why.
have a seeded global projection. The Nigeria we used to know to be suffering and smiling, but today the reverse is the case.
Do you want to know why?
We have to.
Ah, what's my problem with people? So that's my problem with people. I don't know why everybody will keep mute as if nothing is happening. And whereas Nigeria is burning, look at Israel. We always say, we always say, all of us will say the God of Israel. Israel never seek for God permission before they bomb Palestine. I love that country. Rubbish Nigerians. You love following religion here and there. But look at what Israel did. They did not go and pray. They bombed Palestine. So what are we talking about? It only takes a man who knows where he's going to and knows where he's going to. But it takes a foolish man who doesn't know where he's going to not to realize where he's going to. Nigeria is a foolish country that doesn't know where we're going to and will never know where we're going to. But all our advanced countries know where they're going to, and that is why you see. Let me give you a scenario. In abroad, in US, what the country will achieve 1,000 years, they have drawn the plan. But here in Nigeria, stupid people, they want to go heaven. Stupid Nigerians, all of them are planning to go heaven.
Now, let's see the deficiency in our system. Like the Western world, there are 8 places you can go and get counseling, or of course, some sort of help to alleviate the suffering. Because what leads to suicide is when the pressure becomes overbearing. When you're thinking this and thinking that, and no way, of course, help coming anywhere, and the person will sort of course be ending it by taking his or her life. You want the government for being responsible, because if they have done what is needful, the crime rate or suicide rate would have dropped.
Why do we like repeating this government? We all know that Nigerian government is not working. This is not the first time we all know that Nigerian government is not working. And to even add salt to everything, you went and carry a sick man in the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as your president. What is that one going to do? A man with a forged result. A man that everything he forged in his life. And you went to carry him as your president. What do you think he's going to do? But when you talk now, some stupid people at home will say, don't talk. As if they are eating their father. Tinubu is only your father, he's not my father. To hell with Tinubu. That's the truth. I only stand with the president who is working in Nigeria, not with the fool who is not working. I can call you names if you're not working.
You're addressing the incumbent president, the assistant president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Let me tell you something.
By INEC, Mahmoud Yakubu. So it's subject of litigation. Let's watch what happens at the Supreme Court.
Let me tell you something.
By then, we'll be able to respond to that. But whatever happens now, still in the realm of speculations.
Let me tell you something. It's only Nigeria. Do you know that if Joe Biden of America is not working, Americans will abuse him? That's the truth. If it's not working, if it's lavishing the money, spoiling the country, Americans will come out and tell you, fuck you, Joe Biden. That's Americans for you. When you're working, they praise you. When you're not working, they use abusive language on you. And that's what that's what I stand for. If I have a president that's working, I will praise him. But if I have a president that's not working, I will tell him, fuck you.
But some say is working for them. Possibly
what is working
for you?
You as a person is not working for you. I want to ask you as a person. You are a journalist. The level you are at now, is it the level you are supposed to be in journalism? Please, let's try to educate ourselves. Is it the level you are supposed to be in journalism? If Nigeria is working well, you don't know the standard you would have attained. These are the things we don't ask ourselves. Because everybody is always found. One person was comparing me to the one guy on social media. He said the very dark man or something like that. The very dark man. He was comparing me, saying that me, I'm very dark man. We are almost the same thing. I told the please don't compare me, very dark man. He knows how to do best. I am doing what I think I know how to do best. Yes, I've watched very dark man with his speech. He's always blunt, he goes straight, and he tells you what he wants to tell you, and he doesn't take sides. Fine, I like him, but me, I don't take sides too. I try to be who I am. I don't try to switch over from one person to the other. I tell you what I am. So what I'm trying to say is that Nigerians, please, I'm not begging anybody to like me. If you want to like me, like me. If you don't want to like me, Drop it. That's me for you.
Let's listen to a part of the statement made by one of the former governor of Rivers State. He said, until Nigerians begin to stone us, we will not stop stealing public funds. This was Rotimi Amechi who made that statement that not until Nigerians begin to storm the politicians, they will not stop stealing. Do you think that is what Nigeria needed? To
Amechi,
things
Amechi said he's
right
stupid. He's even stupid. Is he not? He was once an armed robber. Did he not steal? He knows that Nigeria cannot steal them. All those are just mere statements. Is he not an armed robber too? What are we talking about? Is it because
holding them accountable and demanding for accountability and justice?
now why did he say all this that rubbish statement when he was in power? You see, that's the problem with Nigerians. Why did he say it when he was in power? Is that when he was out of power? Is that coming to so that they start to see him as a good person? God punish his father. They are all criminals. He was once a criminal. A criminal remains a criminal. Please, I don't want to hear that Amechi story. I know when he was the River State governor. I know how River State was there. I know the amount of embezzlement in River State. Now he's coming out to talk. God punish his father. Please, I don't want to hear all these stupid politicians. Let us face Nigerian problem and see how we can fix it.
So
not by this thing.
the problem?
But the problem is all the stupid government. Because assuming we have a listening government, it should have been better. But we don't have a listening government.
Now we don't have a listening government. Then what is the approach to take?
Now we just have to be looking until we have a listening. But let me tell you something. I will say it and I will announce it in public. If you don't want to, I've seen it. Sometimes I talk more like a spiritualist. I talk more like a prophet. Supreme Court, P2B will defeat Tinubu. Tinubu will be dethroned, and P2B will declare president of this country. Let us wait to see if my prediction is going to come to pass or not. It is what I saw, not only in my dream, and I saw it physically. So let's watch.
You saw it in this Nigeria
Yes.
or in a new Nigeria?
Supreme Court, listen, for once, Supreme Court will come. We need to say the truth for the first time in our life. So this one is no money aspect, not what money can buy again. They will say the truth and they will dethrone Tinubu, and then P2B will climb up as the president and he will rule all throughout, whether it's 6 years or whether it's 4 years, I don't 8 years. All I know is going to rule. And now the next president Nigeria is going to have, it will shock you, Akpabio. I'm not in support of him, but that's what I saw. But until then, let's see and wish and see if what I predicted is going to come to pass or not.
A change of government.
That's it.
Well, let's watch and see how.
Yes, let's watch us. And now, I want to use the opportunity.
How do Nigerians survive this current realities? December is just around the line, and the fuel seems to have been added some.
Say, boss, I want to drop this statement.
To some extent.
Boss, I want to drop this statement before I leave. Now, I want to say this. Nigerians, I don't want you to hope that one stupid president is going to repair your country. Just take it the way you see it now. After Supreme Court, let's see what happens. Immediately is dethroned, and let's see if this country is going to balance back. I just believe that one day this country is going to balance back. Let's keep hoping. I believe in hope. You can pray for 9th December. I know prayer exists, but Nigeria don't know how to pray. That's my problem. Prayer exists, but we don't know how to pray. If you pray properly, things will work. But Nigeria know what we know how to do is to pray wrongly. And that's why most of our prayers are not being answered. I always believe.
Loses hope, I've lost everything.
Yes, I always believe in you. If you pray little, you hope big. That is how the system works. Pray little, hope big. Don't pray much and don't hope much. Pray little, hope big. That's it. So what I want to say, if you can understand my language, you will understand me. Pray little, hope big. Pray little, hope big. That's how it works. But don't pray much and hope much. It doesn't work like that. That's my statement for you this morning. Until next time when I come your way again, I remain yours and only. But before I leave, I just want to use your platform, please. Permit me to say this. To kindly extend my greetings to so many of my fans that have been sending messages from Canada, from America, from from China, and from New Zealand. You told me you're just watching me from there. All of you are telling me you love me so much, and I should continue to do what I know how to do best. And I promise I will never fail you. I will continue to be MC Grammar. Always, I will continue to say the truth at all the time. And so, I want to say this to the Americans. You guys promised me you're going to invite me so soon to America. Precisely New York. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to your invitation. Thank you very much. I want this opportunity to say thank you. I remain just an only MC Grammar. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MC Grammar. It's a moment of complacency. As you rightly say here, the roads are empty. You can imagine this is unbelievable in one of the most busiest regions of Ikeja, and this is happening. You can see for yourself. This is just the least, just to say the least, of what is happening, sir. People are just apprehensive. They don't know what next could happen. Of course, because of the social economic crisis working the entire country, there seems to be, of course, reduction in economic activities. Is somebody who get money now in go waka about now? You see people just strolling and moving as if they have no endlessly, of course, a place to go. Okay, we have here with us. Okay, let me interview this one of these comrades here, Mr. Lazarus. Good morning, Mr. Lazarus. Good morning. Your camera. Good morning. How's everything?
Fine.
So what is happening?
Well, the thing that is happening in Nigeria is not good because under the normal circumstances, they say that everybody is equal before the law. But now I see Mr. President or governors after ruling us, they will say themselves by picture. You will see them in person. So it's abnormal. When you really finish, you come and give account of what you have done for the masses, you are state or under federal. Because now, as I'm seeing, Buhari, where they are saying, it's by picture that I'm seeing in this one, that Buhari do this and that, a sign so project, of which if to say that Buhari is alive, Buhari is supposed to come and say everything by himself, how we spend the money. All the money that we are spending, they call it palliative. I never see any palliative. I never see anybody who carry a cup of rice say that is by palliative. They collect the money, give it a name of palliative, and they embezzle the money. So that is what I have to say.
Now, Mr. Lazarus, what do you think is responsible for the rate of suicide? According to global statistics, the projection for suicide in Nigeria has been exceeded. There is more suicide than even projected by global statistics. So what do you think is responsible? Nigeria, we are not to be suffering and smiling. What is responsible for the rate of suicide for Nigerians?
The rate of suicide is this because many people are dying gradually, deliberating every day, and many are trying to go farm and work because of the circumstances that beyond their control, which federal government don't want to listen for them by bandits, Boko Haram, and all the rest of them. So it makes them to be crying, suffering. When you are living or you are doing anything without food, you cannot be able or whatever to do that thing. Your power will be less because when you eat, you have the ability. What makes us even talking now is because of we have eat morning food, but we don't know about the afternoon food. Neither we may eat or not, but everything we left it for God's hand.
Living for hunger. Why are people killing themselves, taking their lives? This is unusual in Nigeria.
Taking their lives.
Their lives.
Okay.
Some jumping into lagoons, some stabbing each other and all that, some drinking snipers. Kill themselves.
It's because of hardship. But the day of judgment is not what they are going to tell God, because God that created you have everything to offer you when you are in need of that. So anybody that is killing himself or herself is committing another offense before God. So now, anyhow you find yourself, you have to play it and pray for God to give you more long life and prosperity. Because when God give you a life, you will get you to make it in life. By killing yourself, that means you have lost a hope and you believe that there is no God that will answer your prayer.
What has been your encouragement so far?
Well, my own,
Surviving, what has been your encouragement?
what they will do is that because whatever thing that is going on is not for one person, it's for masses. So everybody is suffering on it because nobody will say that it's okay. Even those in upper hand, they are even crying on their own way. But their own is better because they are the one that is selling the national cake. They don't give anybody. Many people are crying because of they have trained their children and they believe that the children will take care of them. In the way process, your child or your daughter is not doing any job and you continue to clothe her, giving her soap and cream, whatever thing that you have. It is not good because you are training your children to pass you. Many people pray that their children will pass them, but today it is very hard to even say you see money, let alone to send for your parents. It's abnormal, it's not good. So my brother, many think about that, he will lead them to commit suicide or to drink sniper. I blame them in the other way around, but I did not blame them because when you have at least 4 children, including you and their husband, you are looking for food, and the food that you are, look at some people carry something for head, they are still paying tax. You still sit down for behind the gutter, you pay for tax, whether you make it or not. Government will disappoint you, have a here and there, and the way they collected the money, called so-called tax, state local government will collect their own, they will send the remaining one for state. So all those things will follow for the many people wanted to come out for market today, but they don't have anything to sell. You stay from morning till night. Somebody that buy market of 1,000, you see the 1,000 to buy it. Let alone say food. Many people now, if you buy food, keep it here now, say you want peace before you turn back. They don't carry your food out of hunger. So my brother, many people are dying. They are dying and delicate every day because of the circumstances. It don't beyond their control. It's only God will leave it for. But I pray for them. Such a thing that will lead you to do sniper or commit suicide. It's a taboo. Because when you don't eat, your enemies will be laughing at you and they will be a winner. So when you believe in God, you will be a winner. They cannot laugh.
God, you will be a winner.
Yes.
Nothing seems to last forever, but the Nigerian case seems to defy those logics. People have been waiting that Nigeria will be better today, tomorrow. This is 63 years down the line. Unfortunately, things are getting worse than ever imagined. So you have to blame, of course, the masses who have given hope about the redeemability, how Nigeria could be redeemed. Of course, if actually there is any chances.
Well, you know that at times I will say the problem is from our hand because when things is like this is happening, if somebody do as if we did not see you, we do as if we did not know the person. The time of election, they will look you, they will pursue you to come and vote. They say your vote is your right. At the end of the day, you will know that your vote is not your right because you may vote for your choice. Your choice is not your choice again. They will do their own mind, whether you like it or not. Like what is going on now, the last person want to claim the first person, and the fellow judge the girl, you know, someone which is done something wrong by exam malpractice. So the same man so called himself Mr. President of him and his family. He did something wrong and he judged the girl. He said that whoever that done such a thing have to go jail. Even that forged certificate, you're supposed to go to jail because how you treated Mr. A is how you're supposed to treat Mr. B according to the rule of law. But now, what I read the government is automatically happen now. They say power corrupt, absolutely. when power corrupt, if you take a father, your father is not doing well, how did the father think that his followers will do, his son and his wife? All of them will be the same father. No one will corrupt each other, because the people that is following the man, they are the same thing. If you check them, many of them, they are not with their school cert. That's why they don't want to put much for the matter. This thing that if you don't know the importance of education, you suffer from primary 1, primary 6 to primary 6, secondary school SS1 to SS3. At the end of the day, person who have never sit down for classroom for one day, I don't see the man, the age of that man. I know that man is not a learned man. It's just because of Nigerian politics that makes him to reach this extent that they have reached today. My brother, let us be sincere for ourselves. A woman who did not have husband will train at the end of the day, the son will turn to street boy, conductor, whatever, how to eat. So, my brother, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lazarus, for your wonderful submission this morning. Thank you for expressing yourself in the most candid manner. Thank you once again. Wishing you the best of the day, of course, and hoping that God will come, of course, through for those who are passing very difficult time to the point of committing suicide. And good morning, Mr. Uche. Good morning, Mr. Simon. Good morning, Mr. Chooks. Yes, we continue to, of course, keep abreast with what is happening in Nigeria, and of course, do whatever we can within our reach to assist, of course, anyone we could, we have the opportunity to do so. Because be kind to anyone, for everyone you see is passing through a difficult time. Hello, Mr. Kunle. Good morning. Can you run this interview? Okay, you're not in the mood to take up this. Be kind to anyone you see, because everyone is passing through a very difficult time, is fighting a hard battle. And that becomes more, of course, pronounced within the Nigerian state, and is very necessary. Of course, we take cognizance of this. Everybody is not equal, but we can do whatever within our reach to see how we can elevate people from suffering. That is humanity, and that is the true, of course, fulfillment. You cannot be great except you help someone to succeed. That is the definition of true greatness. Except you pull someone out of poverty, except you give someone reason to live, you may not attain greatness. You may have all the treasures of the earth, and yet you are poor. But because you might be considered as a selfish person, no one, of course, do not receive whatever you have at a particular time. God, who gave us life, of course, gave us everything. If the life is not there, you may not boast of whatever you have accumulated. So part of your proceeds, of course, your benefits should be shared among others. And by so doing, I heard a story about one of the respected reviewer here, where she have to buy some rice and foodstuffs and share it to the locality in question, so that people, because even husbands and wives are crying because are fighting because of hunger. These are realities, because children don't know. Well, it doesn't concern them, and sometimes you don't have to blame the parents, not because they are lazy, not because they don't want to do something for themselves, but sometimes the society, they found themselves, have made them so vulnerable, of course, to such circumstances. Well, whatever be the case, of course, we know that it is quite unfortunate. Yes, you said you want to talk. Hello? So you want to talk? Okay, you can handle the microphone this way. Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, may I know your name?
My name is Dare Tinubu Olaya.
Dare
Tinubu Olaya.
Tinubu. I hope it's not the Tinubu of the president.
No, no, no,
Are you
no.
connected to
My own Tinubu is from Ekiti,
Ekiti?
Ekiti State.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you have to say regarding the Nigerian situation?
The present situation right now we are in right now is uncontrollable because the way things is going up every day, the way Amana, the market is rising every day, the dollars, every aspect of the governance are failed because poor man cannot afford to eat 2 square meal in a day.
This family is even balanced diet. Some have no even idea where their daily one meal comes from. We come from.
My brother, let me tell you the fact. People are suffering. People are suffering. Suffering is in the land
How do you
because
mean that people are suffering?
people are suffering. Suffering is in the land. People cannot afford anything. Some people have sold up their car. Some people cannot maintain their car. Some people cannot feed their family. Some people cannot even feed their relative. Somebody that's supposed to be giving you will be asking you, oh boy, where do you chop remain? Eh? Look at the governance. They promise us every heaven and earth. Now we don't see anything again. It's only God that will intervene in Nigeria situation. Even in military era, we don't have such like this because we are in democracy. We have God has blessed us in this country with every natural resources. I did not know why Nigeria cannot have a single refinery. We have 4. No one is working.
They have been sharing palliative. Have you not gotten to you?
Palliative.
Have you not received your palliative?
Which palliative? Which?
The one the government said they are sharing.
Who is sharing palliative?
Have you not
Who? Nobody have gotten any palliative. Palliative that they have 2 cup of rice, 2 cup of beans, 2 cup of garri, 1 maggi. Is that palliative? So they give a whole CDA in Ogun State. They rejected it. I don't know the way Amana, our government is. The money that is supposed to give and use and let our refinery to be functioning. They are there giving every state 5 billion. Sharing say in the name of palliative. To me, they are bribing the governors. Because I don't know why they are giving palliative that is not given to the common man. The common man cannot eat. Look at dollar. Dollar is about 1,100 naira in a day. What you buy yesterday is not what you will buy today. People will be calling market. Let me call market before they sell a particular product or a particular market to you. They will be calling market that, for example, somebody in Ogba will be calling Oyinbo. Somebody in Lagos will be calling Apapa. That what's the price of zero product? This country, God that created us in Nigeria. This government has, let me say, they have failed us.
They have failed us
in every aspect.
Miracle from this government.
We are not expecting miracle. A vehicle that has spoiled, they tell you to go and repair it, not to spoil it more.
Okay, a vehicle that's spoiled.
Yes.
They ask you to go and repair
it, not to spoil it more.
Go and damage it again.
Yes. Since the inception of this year, since January, we are there battling. Firstly, we battle a cashless policy. From cashless policy, we enter subsidy to this present time. Now it has become what human being. You see somebody going on the road, you be thinking What will he eat?
Honestly, the rate of suicide has increased.
That is increased
By
every day.
global
Yes,
projection,
yes.
Nigeria, it has exceeded the projection.
Look at inflation. Inflation have not gotten to this extent right from exception of democracy.
So what are people taking their life? Nigerians are known to be.
But when they have think that nothing will happen, no miracle will happen. Some people will just say, "Let me go and die." I pray that none of us will die sudden death too, because the way this is going on in this country is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
How
The whole
are
world,
you coping?
my brother, is not easy. Whoever tell you it's easy, maybe that person is any other miss somewhere. Because if it is your handwork, my brother, it's not easy. It's not easy. I praise to God, it should be easy for each and every one of us.
Apart from praying, how do we hold the government accountable? Because you said you have not received any palliative, just a 2 cup of gas.
Nobody
That have
nobody
how
can
do for one person?
nobody
Not
can
a family.
nobody can tell me he has gotten any palliative. Where are they sharing it? Where are they sharing it? You see a man of 4 or 5 children, he cannot be able to cook one pint of 1 derica of rice in a day, because will the man go out hungry? Will the children go out hungry? Government should do something. They should bring the prices of the commodity down. They should regulate the dollars. They should give agric loan. All this palliative money of a thing. They ought to give loan to farmers. Provide machineries so that there will be food. Security should be there so that people can go out to farm with rest mind.
The senators are buying 160 million SUV bulletproof
Cars.
so because of the insecurity. Now it means that I and you, of course, is on your own. You are the chief security of yourself. Why they buy SUV bulletproof for themselves? Because they are more important.
Than the masses that voted them.
Important than all animals are not equal. Are equal, but some are more equal than the other. So what do you have to say when people are hungry, when people have not received palliatives? The senators, including your senator, representing you, is going home with 160 million SUV cars.
That's part of where government has failed. Because in a situation whereby government is buying bulletproof car to people, to the senators, to rep, and those that voted them in are hungry, are dying every day. They are dying every day. They are hungry, and you are using bulletproof car so that a gun will not enter their body. Is unfair. Look at advanced country. They don't do that. They don't do that. They take care of their citizen first. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. We are there in Nigeria to embezzle money. They embezzle money every day in, day out. It is unfair. It is unfair. Yes, we should hold them accountable because every senator represented every constituency in Nigeria. We have 109 senators and 340 something reps. We have 774 local government. We have 36 governors, including the FCT.
Including the president.
Including the president. They should have mercy on the poor. The poor are dying every day. You see ladies are stuck to other things. Some ladies are stuck to Ajawo. Some housewives don't honor their husband again.
Some housewives don't honor their husband.
Yeah, because the man cannot afford to take care of the house. Government should do something. Between now and December, government should do something. God bless us.
Thank you. Once again, I appreciate
You are welcome, sir.
God bless you.
You are welcome.
For your wonderful submissions. These are reflections of the people's impulse. And this is keeping it real. Of course, it is not longer something that is cooked up. You can hear it direct, live and direct from the Nigerian masses who are expressing dissatisfaction over the economic mishaps that have brought more, of course, hardship, more pain and agony to every household, actually every household. A country where over 130 plus million of our super citizens are multidimensionally poor. You know what that means and the implication. And the government should do, of course, the needful to get people out of the poverty index. That's how committed and sincere, of course, are they to this very important cause, rather than focusing on how to alleviate the sufferings of the people. They are busy increasing their allowances and pay, of course, take homes, and of course, living luxury at the expense of the masses who have become more or less docile over this abnormalities. It's so unfortunate, but then what shall we do to get out of this? Remains an endless recurrence. Some are calling for the dissolution of this Nigeria because it has never worked, especially for the masses of this country. But the politically exposed persons are saying there is no way. We believe in one Nigeria. But in actions are saying, doing otherwise, because you can't say you believe in one Nigeria when you eat the money that is meant, of course, to build the roads. When you use the money that is meant to fix the hospitals, I mean, children and mothers are dying. People are dying, and you can't create jobs for the teeming populations, and you say you love Nigeria. Well, Nigerians are calling on the president to do something, declare the state of emergency over food security, over insecurity to life and properties, and of course, to see how such could be remedied. But otherwise, Nigeria is tilting towards an irreversible end, and this might come any moment from now. Just take a watch over the scene, the roads, how empty the road is. In a very busy Thursday here, it is so unfortunate, honestly, and we cannot continue living in denial. The reality is catching up with all Canada. Quite unfortunate, honestly. On this note, we'll wrap it up. Until we come your way in subsequent edition. Meanwhile, remain blessed and stay safe. Think about what you can do to assist others, especially during this festive or Yuletide period. You can as well partner with Corewave TV to put laughter in the hearts, in the lives of many, or the little you can. We are committed to that, of course, and to this end, we come to the end of this. Please kindly hit the subscription button, give us thumbs up, share and like these videos. These are reflections of the people's impulse and the realities on ground, which can never be denied again. But the reality is, how long shall we continue in this state of despondency, in this state of hopelessness, even in the said renewed hope mantra? What a shame! But then we must learn to hold accountable those within the political, of course, offices, so that they can account for, of course, their stay in office and how they are able to use common resources. Even the borrowed funds have been misused. That plunges us into another quagmire. Unforeseen catastrophe is looming, and the armies of resistance, the armies of hungry youth are growing day by day, frustrated and depressed. They will one day set the country ablaze, and by then, not even the politicians who failed to do the needful will be spared, and that will be the day of doom. Judgment is fast approaching. The government to do whatever within their reach, of course, to salvage the situation. because it's before it spirals out of hands. It's quite unfortunate, but then we leave you here. Let's have your comments. Just about few people making their comments that this should be an interactive sessions. Tell us what you is your mind or how you think things should be done right. If you have any solution to that, or how you intend, of course, to leverage on this platform to assist people. There are millions, and you begin to ask, how many people will you help? You may not help everyone, but you can help someone, of course, and give him a reason to live. There is no other better time than this.